Welcome back, fellow YouTubers, fellow medicators, fellow subscribers, fellows. Tonight's video is going to be on, well, you know what, first, I don't know if anybody knows, but I've got a new CBDHEMP.DIRECT t-shirt. It says hashtag CBD saves. I think that's pretty cool. So, shout out to Drew, CBDHEMP.DIRECT. So tonight's video is going to be on, it's a brand new strain from CBDHEMP.DIRECT, CBDHEMP.DIRECT, sorry. This is called Penn's Blend. It's 14.3% CBD and under 0.3% Delta 9 THC. So, from what I understand, this is grown right here in Pennsylvania, where I'm from. I'm here in Pennsylvania. Ba-boom. It's not far from where I live. Something like 65 miles or so. I think when Drew talked to me about it last year, it was here near me, which I think is really cool. Shout out to the hemp farm in PA that grows Penn's Blend. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, man. You ready? It's a big bag.
It is a big
What do you
bag.
think?
I'm ready, yo.
Well,
It's fine, I mean, it kind of gives me that feeling like a mixed herb.
a mixed herb.
You know,
Well, you know what? Blend-wise,
like
maybe.
blend.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe. Or maybe it's just a couple of different plants all mixed together that came up with this kind of, I don't know if you call this a hybrid. Probably a, yeah, maybe a hybrid. I'm not too sure, it's I mean, it's dark in color. To me, it looks dark in color. So that probably makes it a indica, right?
right.
Right, dark in color. That's what I think.
Yep. Couch lock.
Indica, yes.
Indica.
Couch.
In the couch.
Okay, so first impression in this big old bag. It smells wet.
Wet.
Yeah, it smells wet. It smells like it's moist, but
Feels dry.
I'm not telling you nothing yet.
Oh, okay.
I got a number for the Danko meter. Dude, this is really nice stuff. This is it feels very dense in the bag. Where's your phone at? We can get a
Dead.
Your camera's dead.
Yo.
Great. Okay. Well, give me a smell of this. This is He's like,
I smell it already. I don't smell it though. I can.
I don't get much terpene.
It kind of tickles the nose.
Yeah.
I can get what you're saying where it's wet.
It smells wet.
I want to give it the smell wet, but you can. I mean,
It smells like it's fresh and moist.
Right.
For sure.
I like it. I
Yeah.
really do. It smells good.
It's not.
It's like it's almost like a perfume. Yeah.
It's
like I feel stuff hit me in my eye when I breathe it in.
Maybe it's well, maybe because it's called a blend. Maybe it's like I said, maybe it's a bunch of different strains
I want to go like
in one. Kind of like. It does smell like perfumey. I got.
I got two numbers floating in my head right now. I just gotta pick between the two.
Oh yeah. How far apart are they? That's the question.
They're close.
Oh, they're really close. All right. Okay. This is not like a.
I think okay. I think it's 7.5.
7.5? 7.5.
7.5 to 8. That's what I was going on.
Really?
Smell it. I mean, it's good, but that perfume smell.
Yeah, it has like a. There's a like. I can't can't say it's like a cheesy. It's like a musky.
Okay, so what's your rating?
It's like a musky smell.
What's your rating?
I was thinking a 7.
7?
7. Ooh, we got a light. Looky there. Wait. There we go. I was thinking a 7. It does look dark. It does smell fresh. It's just not very dank. I mean, it's not like loud. It's not like bam. You know what I mean? But okay, it's 14 point. What did we say it was? 14.6? 14.3. It's 14.3% total CBD. So I mean, it's probably not going to be very loud. It's probably not going to be very terpene strong, and it kind of reminds me. You know what's funny? It kind of reminds me of Night Rider. Night Rider wasn't very loud. It didn't have a lot of gas to it. I don't recall Night Rider being very dank either. It's down in the bag there. What was that? Was that a nice shot?
Yeah,
That's pretty decent. Let me take a look down in the bag. Yeah, it's definitely got some dark quality to it. Dark and orange, maybe. So we got 20 grams here. I mean, do you think we should dump this all out?
Yeah, let's. I don't
You
know.
want to dump it all?
Take a peek. Take a peek. Okay.
Alright, we'll take it. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. See if there's anything chunky in here. Special, pretty, nice. Let's get some of this accoutrement out of the way. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely dark in color. That's pretty nice.
What's this right here?
I don't know, what is
Those
it?
are seeds.
Holy shnikes!
Those are seeds, dog.
Those look like seeds, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's one. Right there is a seed.
And it's right next to it.
Yeah. Well, it's a blend, so maybe
Homegrown. That's crazy. Yeah. Some of these are landmines. I mean, that's not saying that it's destroying the quality. I'm just saying I've never had this happen.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a bad quality. I think in cases maybe they were just trying to make sure it got a good bit of time to grow.
I mean, look at that. I mean, like that bud has some. Oh, now you knocked it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you looking at that camera guy?
Yeah, yeah, I kind of was.
Sorry, man.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There you go. All right, how's that? Is that getting better?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just let
there
it
you
go.
go.
Just let
There
it
you
go.
go. All right.
Just let it go. It's cool.
So some of these are really nice looking, though.
I
mean, that's a nice one, but the trim on it is a medium trim. I mean, it's not like totally trimmed, but it's not like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking maybe this is an indoor grow. I would think, as cold as it's been in PA, it's probably an indoor grow. It's definitely an assortment. Like, it's like bright inside, and the leaves are dark. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. There are some really nice flowers in here, though. I mean, like, this one's really cool. Like, that looks pretty nice. This one here. Tiny little.
stabbing it.
Well, I mean, I just pushed it in between the two. Little.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah, okay, there you go, yeah. Sure, why not? We shish kebabbed it.
You try not too hard.
Here you go.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice little one there. Alright, so let's get down to tasting it. Oops. Alright, so Let's seems darker in here today. Does it seem dark in here?
It's perfect. I think it's perfect lighting.
Really? All right. Cool. So, let's see here. Got this little piece here. This little piece right here. We're gonna give her a taste. Very aromatic. Not a lot of terpene, but it is pretty bitter. Like right across the top of your throat, or your tongue into your throat, and right across the roof of your mouth. It's really bitter. Makes like the tip of your tongue warm and tingly.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's probably unpleasurable. Don't eat it.
Don't eat it? What the hell am I going to do with it?
I mean, like...
Well, I would say...
by itself, like...
I would say maybe you,
put it in something.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, Cameron and I had already determined that we were going to...
roll it up?
We're going to roll this sucker up. So, let's do it. Let's pick some stuff here. I'm just going to let it out here. Normally we put it all back in a bag, but this is a showcaser here. There's not a lot of times we get to showcase a hometown favorite, I guess we'll call it, because it looks like it's pretty good stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be it's probably going to burn really well because it's not dry, but it's like, it's dense. Look, there's a seed. Look at there. There's another one. Wow. Excuse me. This is one flower right here I pulled apart. 5 seeds. See, I told you it was like perfumey. It's making me sneeze.
Sorry if the camera shakes. That was a big one. Oh, I got another one.
Alright. Bless you. Now that you're done.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm just making sure you were done, man. Right. There's another one. That one looks like a really good seed. Gee! That's funny.
Oh, man, I told you this paper towel would be coming handy. Well, that cleared up the old sinuses.
All right.
Woo.
I hope that's not the sound of seeds grinding up in there. I'm thinking I got it pretty good, but we'll soon see. Oh. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Interesting stuff. So there's some. There's some. I don't know. I have a feeling that I'm going to get a lot of comments about all the seeds. There's some that broke apart. I don't know. Seems pretty seedy. I've never reviewed anything that's had that many seeds before, I must say. Definitely some work involved before you can begin to enjoy it. I don't know. This reminds me of my olden days. We'll not say any more there. Okay. So, we got a good bit here. Let's put it in here and smoke it.
A damn Blair pre-roll, guys.
What's that?
It's a damn Blair pre-roll.
Yeah. I heard my name. I just didn't hear the end of what you said. I heard a damn Blair. That's what I heard. All right, so here we go. Put this in here. Is really.
It was meant for the ones who only truly wanted to hear it.
Oh, the only ones who needed to hear it. Well, we're having some problem here. I don't know why the paper is acting like that. You know, we had some technical difficulties once before with papers. Unreal. That's not happening, guys. We're going to have to start over. How about it? Some papers are just funny. In my book, anyway. Some of them are. They just don't work well. Glory be. All them C's. And look at all them. Alright, so let's try this again. So we got the glass crutch there. No, why couldn't the first one turn out that well? So basically, you got your pre-roll. And you just stuff your stuff in there. Get a stick. It's just so fuzzy that it doesn't want to. I don't know. Can't really work with it too well. It seems like too. Here we go. Maybe it's just me. Wow, it's nice and quiet in here.
I'm just
Talk, camera guy.
I'm just watching the pre-roll.
Make some conversation. So, I seen that, some of the other CBD Hemp Direct strains have had reviews for them. I haven't gotten a chance to do many reviews for them lately. Been concentrating on a bunch of different stuff.
Busy.
I'm just concentrating on trying to get this stuff into this tube I made. It just doesn't want to cooperate. It's kind of weird. See that? Nothing wants to cooperate. First the fucking paper, now, you know, the shit that you're putting in the paper. Yeah. Like nothing wants to work here. Any other time it just goes right in.
Ain't that how it always happens? As soon as you pull out the camera, can't do it again.
Well, the thing here is just like
Myth be proven.
like the first paper just was like bunched up or something. I don't know.
Or myth busting.
Yeah. See what I mean? Like any other time, you can just drop the stuff right in the tube. It's like it's all obtusely ground, so it's like long and skinny and. Maybe if we take a moment, we even kind of got a. What's that called? The dust at the bottom. Not the swag. That's the long, hairy, like long, skinny strips of swag. What's this? I can't think what this is called. Flake. The flake at the bottom.
Oh, I know what you're talking about too. Like I know the word you're thinking of, but it just
Yeah, I know. It escapes me. Like when I smoked tobacco, okay, there was like the swag and the rope and the cake. The cake was like all the tobacco pressed into a little chunk. And then you put that in your pipe and you smoked it like Irish cake.
Oh man, like why can't I think of the word?
I know, I can't think of it either. I want to say the keef, but the keef is the dust. That's this finer. This here. This is
Like you get some stuff and then it'll be like, this was just the stuff on the.
yeah.
But I can't think of the word that
Escapes you. Huh?
escapes me.
Escapes you. Okay, we're almost done here. So I have planned on making a review, or planned on making a video of me showing how to actually make the pre-rolls and do it like I did here in this video. That's why I had pre-rolled one, although it did not work too well. I pre-rolled one because I wanted to actually come along in a few videos and actually show you guys how to make them. I can't. Unfortunately, I have tried to be able to roll by hand, and I can't. I mean, I can, but it's just I'm not happy with it. So I practice it, but I come up with another way to be able to do it, and that's what you see me do. And that's sort of like make a pre-roll, sort of, or a tube. Now what I do is
like just like there's 2 ways to everything. You know what I mean?
yeah, I just have my own way of doing it, and it's more like a pre-roll kind of like a tube. Like I make a tube to put it in, and then because there's always that little bit left over, I take this crutch and just kind of push it up, and that kind of bunches it up at the bottom and seals it. It makes it good and firm. Green. Tastes green.
Green.
Tastes green. I mean, I'm thinking that with our weather, this is grown in PA. This is probably an indoor grow, but I don't know. I don't have any information on it. Normally, I get like
I don't got any logistics, guys.
what's that?
Logistics.
Yeah, normally I get like a lab report sheet. When I got this, I didn't get any of that. These 300s are not my go-to paper. I'm just kind of low, and they're kind of around for the long haul, you know. In case you ever need papers. My favorites are blacks, raw black. I like them a lot. It's like they're like it's hardly even there. A non-existing paper. It's airy. It's airy. It's not a very dense smoke, but the flowers seem very airy, so it makes sense that it would be a loose smoke. It doesn't. It doesn't taste dry, but it feels dry, like down your, like the throat hit. But it doesn't taste dry. It tastes almost perfumey, like it smells.
Like, have you ever, like, it's like walking in a room.
Like an herb shop.
Well, no, it's like walking in a room after it's been sprayed with Febreze. And you inhale that. You feel it in the back of your throat.
Oh, yeah, like that feeling in the back of your throat and your... Sort of, yeah.
Like that? I don't like that feeling at all.
I mean, it's just like it's there.
Like, when I spray Febreze, I'll spray it on my carpets. Like, if I have carpet.
It's not a discomforting feeling. It's not like... But it's an airy, perfumey, like... musky. I think that's the smell in the bag. It was like musk, maybe. It's like a musky smell. Give it a whirl. Give it a try, camera guy.
Busting rhymes anytime.
I'm just, you know, I'm kind of happy there's seeds. Because I've been wanting to try my hand at, like, maybe germinating some and seeing where it goes. No. I would say that those would be the best seeds out of them. There, compared to these. I don't know. Some people say the little gray ones are the better ones. Like these. But what I hear is the big fat ones are the females and the little skinny ones are the males. I don't know how true that is. What do you think? Are you getting any of the description I gave, or you got your own?
I got my own.
All right.
I don't get that feeling in the back of my throat.
You don't?
It's smooth. I think it's smooth. The smoke is dry. The eggshell is dry. I'll give you that. The eggshell is pretty dry. But it ain't rough. It's a relaxing.
Yeah, I get like that's funny. You know, you don't. Hey, everybody's different. I get like a perfumey, like herbal, like an herbal shop, like the smell of an herbal shop. Like when it's like hits the back of my throat. It's almost like a perfumey flavor or or something. I don't know what you call it. I don't know. I think maybe the best word is musk. It's like a musky. It's got like a head to it. I don't know if you guys use these glass crutches.
We tend to use a lot of raw products. Raw is a good quality paper.
Yeah.
I mean, and any other product. Oh, what are they called? Any other apparatuses? Apparati or accessories?
The Raw has some videos. Like, they have their own, like, YouTube channel, Raw. And I think the guy, the owner's name is Joshua. I've sent him some messages, like, about maybe talking to us or...
That'd be pretty cool.
Or, giving us a shout out. Wouldn't that be awesome? Shout out to Raw Products. Shout out to Joshua. I think that's his name, if I'm correct. I think I remember reading that in his description. It's very open. Broad.
It's a very thick smoke. You think so?
What's that?
It's a very thick smoke.
Really? Yeah. I got, like, I'm sitting here and I can notice some things. I don't know if you guys want me to point some of this out, but I've always been this kind of way with stuff, but to me, a lot of this is, again, like 2 parts here. Now, I'm not going to do like all of them, but just the ones that kind of exemplate my thought here. But you see how that pile's like really shaggy and like leafy and real loose. Excuse me, guys. Out there, it's really shaggy and loose. This is like really kept and bright. I wouldn't say it's trimmed because it's not trimmed, but it's this is better kept than this. And I can see if you look here to Trey, you can see a lot of that in the littler buds or the littler flowers too. Like you can get look at like this one's real tight, this one's real tight, this one's tight, and this one's tight, but this one's loose, this one's loose, this one's loose, this one's loose, this one's loose. I don't know. It's kind of like 1/2. It's like 1/2 one and 1/2 another. Maybe that's the blend they're talking about. Penn's blend. Maybe you were right. Maybe this is a couple of different strains.
That's what I was thinking, because blend seems like a mix.
Well, that's why I'm honing in on this, because while I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm smoking it and looking at it, I'm starting to see what you were describing you thought it would be. I mean, now I don't know, but this looks like one kind and this looks like another kind. You know, maybe it's 2 different kinds together, because this one here looks a little open. This one here looks darker even. See that one? That one looks really dark. Open. So like, again, my hand there, just do it real quick here. See, kind of like that. Maybe it's an equal amount. You know, this one's kind of closed. And these are kind of brighter, you see. These are kind of brighter and tighter. And the big ones and the little ones. And then the little ones are kind of darker. So maybe this is a indica and a sativa mixed. Maybe. Because this one just seems bright to me. I mean, I don't know. Am I seeing it correctly? Do you see the same thing I see?
Flip that around.
See what? No, sorry.
I can see it a little bit. This one's a little darker.
Or maybe they're both indicas, but one's one strain and one's another. And if you look, you have two different types of seeds. You have the gray-white ones, which probably came from the brighter ones, and the dark, thicker seeds, which came probably from the darker one of the two. I really think that this is an indica and this is a sativa. Because this one's bright and this one's dark. So maybe Penn's blend is a blend because it's called a blend. You were onto something when you said you think it's probably going to be more than one kind in the bag. I think you hit it right on with your assumption from the beginning there, camera guy. Starting to, it's like you're more and more clairvoyant every day. Like you're seeing things forthright, before they are presented, which is good.
Psychic.
Good. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, to learn.
I'm psychic.
Psychic.
I'm psychic.
Psychic, get out of here.
Nah.
You psychic. Well, maybe, I don't know, but... So let's hop on the daily thing. There's not much energy in this. It's definitely a calming.
I have to say so myself.
Yeah, it's very calming. I can't necessarily say if it's focused, but it's clear.
It's clear.
It's a very clear kind of.
Kind of feel it like.
Yeah, on the top of the dome.
On top of the dome.
On the top of the dome, it's like I feel it too. Exactly what you're talking about. I'm getting what you're getting there. So maybe that's why they picked 20 grams. Maybe this is 10 grams. Man, I wish I had a scale. Maybe this is 10 grams of this kind, and this is 10 grams of this kind. I'm not fluent enough with their strains to be able to go, oh, that's a berry wine, and that's a blah, 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 blah. I can't do that. But I can at least decipher that these are seriously two different types of flour here, I would think. I mean, if not, I'd be hard-pressed to hear that it's not. Because to me, it looks like two different, even down to this seed kind of traits here. So, back to what we were saying with the daily thing. It wasn't very loaded with terpene when we tasted it. Okay, but tasting it when we were smoking it seemed more airy and open. Whereas cameraman said he thought it was kind of condensed, like a dense smoke.
Yeah.
I really didn't get that, but hey, I don't really find the seeds to be horrible. I mean, I don't like seeds. I don't think anybody else likes seeds. But, hey, I got something to sprout without having to buy like a farmer's batch or something. I know when I made my first videos with CBDHEMP.DIRECT, one of my first bags was a farmer's batch with like the trim and the little popcorny buds and the seeds and stuff in it. And I had a time.
There's an exact name for that we just can't think of.
Yeah, I know.
Like
trim.
End of the bag or
the trim, the heel. But I had a time having to like separate all that, and then we used a lot of it to make keef and stuff like that. So it's not like having seeds is bad. It's not the greatest, but I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not like, oh, that's crap. It just went longer. And going longer isn't always necessarily bad either. I mean, one of the things I like and I look forward to in flowers is the brown hairs. To me, that brown hairs is a trait of the grower taking his time and making sure that it got the most time it could. Now, I don't see any brown hairs on here, but I'm not trying to make any excuses for them, nor am I trying to justify them. I just what I see and what I think of what I like too. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, I give this like a 3.5. If the seeds weren't there, I'd give it a 4, because it's a good
3.5.
It's a good, solid, sustainable smoke.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
a good. I mean, I can feel some side effects. It's definitely there. I'm not like medicated, but
yeah,
I guess
at
it's
14.3% CBD, you're not going to feel medicated.
Right, but you can definitely feel it. I mean, and we've had some 14 point some where it took a lot more.
Well, yeah. We've had a few.
We've had a few that it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest on
so
potency.
I give it a 3.5.
That's a solid number.
Danko meter, we settled at a what? A
7.5, 7.
A 7 to a 7.5. We'll say a 7. 7. So the Danko meter rang in at 7. It's getting a 3.5 out of 5. The packaging, we kind of skipped over that, I'm sorry. The packaging, I like how it's sort of reminiscent of Pennsylvania. It's got a cannon in the background, sort of like the Dillsburg-y thing. Kind of like Civil War, Penn. Penn's blend. I like it. That's, it's really locational. I like it. It's locational. It's Pennsylvania. They really hit on the PA, kind of the heritage, the history, the time when hemp could grow wild and free to begin with, probably.
The see-through back is great. See what you got.
What's that?
You can look at your products. With the see-through backing.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
definitely.
No. Yeah. It had the see-through back on it, too, which is good. I like that.
I always like that.
Would I recommend it? Sort of like Tweedle Farms. I've never had anything from CBD Hemp Direct that would make me say I wouldn't recommend that or I wouldn't buy that. Although I do hear, a lot of talk. I always try to make my own fair assumptions of things without taking other people's opinions into effect, and I would recommend this. For 14% CBD and for the kind of way that it's being marketed, I think it's all right on. You know what I mean?
I have to agree.
Yeah, I think it's all right on.
And it does a job. It's the only downfall is it's seedy, guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit and say that these flowers are crap because they got seeds in them. They work. They're doing their thing. Like I said, there's a little more work involved in getting to enjoy them. But hey, it's one of the best things in life you got to work for, I guess. So I would recommend it. I would not shy down from it. I wouldn't say like, oh well, now that I got this bag and I see what's in it, I wouldn't buy that again. I think it's right on for what it's being advertised as and where it's at. So, in short, this flower isn't on their website yet. This is completely new, and it will be in a day or so. Now, this is Thursday night, Friday morning, so we're going from the 31st to the 1st. You guys will know when the video goes up. It's going to be Saturday morning here, so I'm thinking by the weekend or by the end of the weekend, Drew is probably going to drop this, so I would get over there and get it and try it out. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try new things and to experiment a little. And I mean, hell, this could even be good for this could be good for edibles or tinctures.
I think it's a good rolling product, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think if you were going to get it and split it in half, I would use one side, like the swaggy, furry side for like edibles and tinctures, if you're going to use it for something other than smoking. And then this side, I would use it more for like smoking and enjoying through maybe like a water pipe or something. Because these are very dense, and these are very not so dense. Very airy. So, Drew at CBD Hemp Direct, you can get a hold of him. I'll put the link of the website in the description. Get a hold of him and tell him DM Blair sent you. I mean, you can use the DM Blair, the original first promo code DM Blair was ever given. It's DM Blair in capital letters, which will save you anywhere from 5 to 15% store-wide, depending on what you purchase and how much. Please, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the like button. Liking and sharing. Sharing is caring. Oh, God, that was terrible. I'm sorry. I don't ever try to sell anything. I didn't mean that. Hit the bell. Give me a comment. I want to know what everybody thinks of the picture, too. If everybody could, if they're not going to do anything else, at least comment and tell me what you think of this. I mean, whether you live in PA, don't live in PA, you know what PA is about. You know where we came from. Or, you know, the cornerstone of things comes from Pennsylvania. In fact, the first White House was in PA, so I should tell you something. So give me some comments below. Grab your friends, family, and your family's friends, and drag them down here to DM Blair's channel and get them to hit the like button and the share and the subscribe. Please make sure you hone in on that. Bing. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
You want to hit on anything? Hit on. You want another bit of this before we go? How much time are we at?
We're about close to an hour.
See, I was thinking that. So why don't we just smoke out the video here? Whoa. Some water. Filtration here. You go first. I'll hold the camera this time. There you go. Move these over, these seeds. So we're going to end this video with camera guy tearing it up. There you go, guys. So until next time, this is DM Blair here. I'll be right here waiting to review another product for you.